Afternoon.
Said the aim was to be unpopular and to produce their chances. Conceding right at the start of the cards was really
Yes, it might have ended anyway because they are so good that I think most games I see them play, I see lots of goal opportunities for them. So whenever I watch Man City, I'm not surprised when they score 3 goals plus because of the quality of their attacking play. But if we were going to have any hope at all of making them work a bit harder for their victory, it would have to be keeping the clean sheet for a period of time in the first half, and then certainly when you've seen that third goal go in, which was a fantastic strike, one of those unstoppable 25-yarders which wind assisted flying to the roof of the net, that sours your feeling about the first half a little bit. But then to go out and within 1 minute, really give away a fourth goal, that takes the game totally out of your reach. And then all you're looking at is you're looking into the abyss, and you're looking at playing against a team that can score lots and lots of goals if they want to.
Obviously in this situation now, what does the result like this do for the players?
Well, it can't do their confidence any good. We were rather hoping that, our hopes and our belief in ourselves to some extent was dented a bit last week by giving away that goal with the very last kick of the ball. So that a 1-1, which I thought we deserved on the performance, becomes 1-2. That doesn't help. So to come here, it would have been nice if we could have produced enough of a performance and done well enough to come away from here, possibly beaten because they are clearly a better team than we are. But with the hope, well, okay, it is Man City, and no one really expected us to get so much out of that game. But of course, heavy defeats weigh heavily on people's feeling about themselves and their confidence. So next week's going to be very simply a case of trying to lift up people's confidence to get them to put this game aside, learn of course from mistakes like one always says one needs to do, but you don't get pressurised as fiercely as we were today often in the Premier League. You do when you play Man City, and you do when you play Liverpool, and it's not always easy for players to come to terms with that, to make their decisions quick enough and to produce the technique necessary quick enough to make certain you don't get the ball stolen from you in dangerous areas.
Well, another question for you. You managed to break Ronaldo at Inter in 1999. Did you not for one moment today think he was back out of retirement? Because Gabriel Jesus looked unplayable.
Yes, he was very, very good, wasn't he? I never saw the best of the great Ronaldo, unfortunately. He had a knee injury when I came, and he only played 3 games, and the rest of the time he was injured. I enjoyed his company, but I didn't see so much of him as a player as I would have liked. But of course, I'd seen enough of him before that. But Jesus today was excellent, really, really good. He took his chances extremely well. His pressurising was extremely good. His runs were very good, and of course, he got his reward with his 4 goals.
Well, it's not nailed on what we're going down, but he's obviously looking like having had an opportunity to assess the club, the squad, and everything about it. What needs to change for Watford if they can get back up into the Premier League? I know it's not done. To be able to be more competitive in this league, maybe similar to your Crystal Palace side and avoiding relegation.
Well, I don't think it's the right time to talk about that. I mean, first of all, I'm not prepared at the moment to say that it's a nailed-on relegation. I can't sit here and look at people who say it's not looking good for you, and you've got an awful lot of work to do now, and you're going to need to get some good results one after the other if you're going to get out of this situation. I can't deny that, and I can't sort of make any complaints about people saying that. But I don't think I need to actually accept the situation that we are relegated until such time as we are. And in terms of any opinions I might have with regard to the club and anything that might need to be done, I'll only give those opinions if I'm asked to by the owner. If he wants my opinion on that, then of course I would give it to him. But I don't intend to give that opinion to anyone other than him, and I don't intend to say anything about what the club is or how it should work and how it needs to go forward or what it needs to do. That will be really a question for Gino Pozzo and Cristiano Gaeta. That's their job, but if they wanted to hear what I thought, of course they know I will give them my thoughts.
And obviously you get involved with them and you've got a relationship with them. They've given you...
So that's another matter altogether. If they think that the situation can be changed by getting rid of myself and Ray, then that will be their prerogative. I've never asked for any assurances since I came to the club. I said I come to the club, I do the job to the best of my ability, but I've never once asked for an assurance, and I don't have those type of conversations with the owner.
Ismail Assar picked up a knock quite early on. Did that affect his game? Is he fit now? Do you think that affected his game?
I don't know. I was told, that the knock was okay and that he could carry on. You'd have to ask him if it affected his game. But
there's no issue now. He didn't come off with a bit of a knock.
No, he came off because I thought that João Pedro might do a better job.
Well, he's considered as one of the saleable assets of Ismail Assar. What are the plans?
I don't know what it would depend upon what the potential suitors want to see, I suppose. But I'm not aware that he's up for sale. I mean, you obviously know more than me. I didn't realise the club were interested in selling him. I've always thought the club would be interested in keeping him, so that if the worst happens and the club gets relegated, he'll be one of the players who will get them back up again.
Roy, a couple of players who didn't look out of place today. Camera may have been at fault for the fourth goal. Dennis had a good game too.
I agree. No, there was two. There were performances out of the 11 players that I'm not unhappy with, and you just named two of them there, of course, who did extremely well. But if you're going to get something up here, apart from not putting yourself 1-0 down after a minute and conceding a goal 1 minute in the second half, if we take that aside, what you've got to do during the rest of 90 minutes, you've got to get quite a few ticks by a lot of players who you come off and say, well, he did well today and he had a good game and he did exactly what we were looking for. I don't think we had enough ticks.
Right. Do you think there's anything you could have done differently had you been there from the start?
No, I'm not certain I can. There's no point thinking in those terms anyway. I came in when I came in. I was given a mandate. The club made it clear what they would like Ray and I to do to try and get a better organisation, certainly defensively. But having said that, even that hasn't worked in the way we would like, because when you can see 5 goals up here, you can't say we've improved the defending as much as we would have liked.
Right, guys. Nice one. Right.
Thank you.
Cheers.